Okay.
Go Big Blue. All right. 3, 2,
Okay.
1.
Welcome to LoboTech, and today we're going to talk about how Google is taking over the internet. So we see that Google became a famous search engine since the 90s. Well, not since the 90s.
But like, I know what you're saying.
It had to get it a long way, but now we're using it for Google Meet, Google Docs, Google Slides, even.
All of our schoolwork is on Google-related products and the Google Chromebooks.
Yeah, because I forgot about the Chromebooks for a minute, but there was just, like I said, there was a long way that Google had to take since the 90s. Later on, it had, a lot of problems, but, it later became famous and a lot of people started using it more than Yahoo. So
Yeah, and Mozilla Firefox. Back in the day, Mozilla Firefox and Internet Explorer were
AOL.
they were the biggest search engines. But now, like, those are pretty much ancient history. We only use Google. Like, whenever we want to search something up, we say Google it. It's like not only shaped our technology itself, but like in the English language.
Now it's the same thing what's happening with most of our English language. Now we use it for everything, mostly, and I like that about Google.
Kinda. But yeah, it's also like any bit of the technology sector of our economy, like Google's gonna have its hands that, all right, they had the Google Stadia, which still failed, but
it failed. It lasted for a few years.
They had their hands in that at some point. Let's think they had Google phones, which I'm not gonna talk too much about that. You're gonna have to wait until next week for that one.
Yeah, because we're gonna talk about more phones other than Google.
Other than Google, but like more phones next week. Anyways, they've also had other stuff that they just bought out in general, like YouTube, which was once its own like independently owned company, got bought out by Google, and now that is the biggest video sharing website in the world. So
it didn't have much rules, isn't it? But ever since Google owned it, now
there's
copyright and
all these rules, and it's like the fact that they can pretty much make the rules like no matter how crappy, because they're like pretty much the only video sharing website right now.
Yeah, well,
so it's
like whenever you think of video streaming, you think of YouTube. You don't think of Vimeo.
That's what I'm saying, because it's like if they do like something that like the people don't like, it's like, what are you gonna do about it? We're like the only one. There's literally no competition for them.
Literally. And not just that, but also having Google smartphones. The Pixel. They're already in 9, 8 models, which not bad for Google.
And every Android phone in general just runs off of the Google OS itself.
Even before they made the Google Pixel.
Yeah, even before Google Pixel, which means every Android phone in general, like Samsung and them.
Yeah.
Google has their hands in that pie too.
Which I could say they're taking over. It's not.
Yeah, it's not hard to see that.
It's just, everybody has used Google even when they were little. So.
Yeah, I think the problem with that mostly is just that like the more things that Google is gonna have their hands in, right?
Yeah.
Like the thinner they're gonna be stretched, which means like less people per team, which means less quality of the service per team. Like, you know what I'm saying?
But it's Google. They're taking over everything. It's not like.
Yeah.
But there's also something special that Google has made, and it was the Gemini AI recently.
Special.
Well, special, because it's not original either, because now every software that you see, or now every app that you see now has the AI, like Meta AI is a thing now.
Snapchat AI.
That's a thing, and there's just a lot of apps that have the AI feature now, so it's not like
Google,
big thing.
like Google as a search engine, plus all of its phones, have built-in AI.
So Google is basically all over the place. Even if you think it's not like everywhere, it is everywhere.
And it doesn't even like mean it's good AI either. It's like Gemini has had multiple issues, but again, the team is stretched so thin that it's hard for them to focus, like to have a bunch of a big team individually helping fixate this AI. There are a lot of examples of this, like the Gemini AI said that it's okay to put forks in the microwave once, and that blew up on Twitter.
Oh yes. Why did Google do that? I don't know, but it's just so weird how. Not just Gemini, but some other AIs can be a little bit dumb.
Yeah.
That's not, and we can't really have
But
AI
it's
take
like,
over because
but it's like a built-in feature with the search engine, so you have no choice
Yeah.
but to use it. No matter what you Google, like Gemini's gonna be the first result that pops up now. Like, I pressed the turn off button and it's not turning off.
you can try. I think I turned it off for me and it doesn't appear for me, so I don't know what's happening to you. But anyways, so like we already said, Google is just taking over everything. I mean, it's kind of a big deal.
Even during lockdown with Zoom, they made Google Meet.
Mm-hmm. Then, yes, it was supposed to be a competitor with Zoom, but Zoom already had a lot of users, so it was already too late.
Yeah, but I mean, I think Zoom's kind of died out now, and like Google Meet's probably the more, and Google Meet has actually taken over in users compared to Zoom.
Oh yeah, now
Yeah.
But in quarantine it was
During
different,
quarantine,
but
no,
now
but yeah.
it's actually kind of better to use too. It has a better software than Zoom. I don't know. But anyways, that was it.
Feel free
for
to
this
join us
episode.
next week about the phone talk.
And not just Google. We're going to talk about probably Apple as well.
Those
and
gaming phones too.
probably
Chill.
Motorola. Probably even BlackBerry. We're going to go
Yeah.
back. Probably
All the way
to the good
back.
times. So thank you for watching.
And if there's anything about Google that you have to say it through us. Go to our comment section. Just say something, man.
Say it down below. Bye. I'll see you all in the next episode.
Bye.
Okay. Oh.